This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages, right here on Gaming Division. It's time for the Play Spot. I am Kamurai. I am Salutations. I am combat ready. I'm gonna make myself learn to love that again and hate you now forever and a day. Why? It's a button. You click the button and it works. That's how things are supposed to go. I don't understand the fact you can't change your tags out, or you only get one tag even. It's just stupid. I don't know. I don't appreciate you now. That's alright, here it goes. Yay, welcome to the Play Spot, where we get together to talk about games and such and things that have been going on the past week or so, and I can't say there's a whole lot. There's more than there was last week. But for whatever reason, both of the main action games that I'm playing right now have decided to start crashing on me at random intervals. Well, not random intervals, but intervals that just don't feel very convenient. I'll be more than honest. I powered through a lot of it on Fire Warrior yesterday. And then when I got to Mr. Shifty, I was like, no, I'm playing you because you shouldn't crash. So when it did crash, I think I gave up for the night. And I went to sleep for like 12 hours. Which, given it's a weekend, that's okay. That's alright. So, but yeah, mostly this week has been Fire Warrior and Mr. Shifty. I'm starting to really see what people were talking about with Fire Warrior, that there's just not a lot of creativity there. There's not a lot of proper linkage to the core material. Both on the Imperial side and the Tau side. The enemy structure is put together very strangely. You gotta stop rubbing on the microphone, kitty. Put together very strangely. The fact that I can't swap out my main weapon is just the biggest problem I'm dealing with, because once it's out of ammo, I'm done. And I literally can't drop it to pick up another weapon. It's ridiculous. Especially, so then you're stuck putting your secondary weapon on what you think is either going to be the most powerful or just generally the most useful given the scenario that you haven't experienced yet. So there's been occasions where it's like, okay, I'm going to take this bolter because the bolters are really useful. I can take out little guys with it pretty quickly. I can take out big guys with it eventually. Big guys being Space Marines, because for some fucking reason they're around. I think it's Space Wolves, and I don't know why Space Wolves are here, especially in the form that they've taken. It's really odd, because there's nothing Space Wolfy about them, and they're just using bolters and plasma rifles so far. And then there's these tech priests who don't look like tech priests. They look like cultist sorcerers, if I'm being completely honest. So it's, I don't know. It's very odd. At this point, I'm just trying to go through it. I'm glad I'm playing it. I've always wanted to play it. I like Fire Warriors. I like Tau in general, but like, give me a crisis suit. If I'm gonna play this famous commander in his early years, like, graduate me up. I don't even know what the end game of this. It's like we're just dealing with. What was the beginning? I don't even remember the beginning of the game. Oh, I think the Imperials are trying to take a colony we had, and then for some reason they kidnapped some Tau, which they wouldn't do because they're Imperials. They would just kill everybody. But apparently there's some arm of the Inquisition, which wouldn't have anything to do with Tau, that is trying to figure something out. So I don't know. The Inquisition works as part of like an intelligence agency, but mainly to root out heretics and subversive aliens, ones that like might be hiding as humans. Which there actually was a gene stealer cult that did that like early on. I'm not sure on the details, but essentially they folded themselves up inside a human skin or something like that. Anyway, are you trying to come down to the desk? You can do it. I believe in you. So I don't know why, like, I turn the cameras on, the cats start coming over. It's not like there's food sitting here. It's been here for a minute. So a lot of Fire Warrior, a lot of frustration, and I don't mind saying that because it is, again, it's an older game. It's a game that's not meant to run on Windows 10, but they've patched enough, or there's been patches put out there for it so that people can still hate this game in the modern day. But I'm going to push through. I'm going to try to get through the end. I'm probably about halfway through the game now. I'd have to pull it up and actually look. I could do that, but it's going to be noisy, and I don't want to do that to everybody. Don't you dare fight, and not right there either, because that section of the desk is about to flip up. I'll be pissed because my Surface is over there. Stupid cats. Did one of you fart? Is that a defense mechanism? Was it you? Did you fart? Don't bring it over here. Oh, God. So there's a lot of that, and then again, Mr. Shifty. Mr. Shifty's just fun. I think I'm most of the way through the game at this point. But like teleporting's fun. I like the fighting system they have in where Hotline Miami was more about shooting. This is much more about the teleporting aspect, and you fight, yeah, but you only punch. You won't pick up guns, which is extremely frustrating when I can pick up a bazooka or a missile launcher or a grenade launcher, which actually would be a lot of fun until they start throwing it back at me, which they probably wouldn't do based on what I've seen so far of the game. So maybe if I put this right here, is that a better way to do it? Maybe, who knows. We'll find out. I definitely messed up the pop filter. So I did find out that I really like the metal objects. Now, granted that the big metal sticks did eventually break on me, but I found like a little metal bar, and I took that around with me for almost a whole level. It was Stick, he was my friend, and then when I don't know, it's not a boss fight, but like you get to him, and there's just all this stuff happening. There's very little cover, and I couldn't figure out like a good way to do it. And then I found a toolbox that had some wrenches in it, so I punched the toolbox until I got wrenches, which is weird. And then I used the wrench, and I just kept teleporting back to the wrench and reusing it to throw, because it makes it a lot easier if I don't have to get in close, especially since he auto-aims. So as long as I'm pointing in the right direction, he'll throw it, it'll hit the guy, and then I can, while it's in motion, I can teleport and go attack somebody else and come back to it. It's very much multitasking. I've actually found a lot more advantage to what I call night crawlering, or going night crawler, than trying to like do very specific strategies, which is essentially you just kind of teleport around at random and punch the shit out of them, because they take time to track you, and if you can teleport in the right ways, you can trick them into shooting each other. And that seems to be a really effective way to play that game. But I like that it focuses on the special power as the main mechanic versus the combat. And then the teleporting is another way to do the combat. It's very much about the teleporting first. And I like that. Nyx is getting on my nerves just a little bit, but not everybody can be Oracle. Barbara Gordon from Birds of Prey. Batgirl, if you will. So that's kind of what I've been doing gaming wise. I've been playing a little bit of Hellgirls and Astroneer, of course, on my own in Minecraft. We're gonna circle back around to that. So Hellgirls is really interesting. It's not really a match 3 per se, like where you shift things, but you connect them, and then it does combat damage. And so like I've been playing that. And the first thing that shows up is like a hentai scene, so it's definitely not getting on the stream. But it's a good little, hey, I just want to kill 2 minutes. Hey, I just want to kill 5 minutes. So I bring it up, I go on, I continue my campaign, if you will, and I play 1 match or 2 matches or whatever it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, a match being a set of 3 battles. And then I turn it off, and then I go do something else. So it's not really a game that like I want to play for like an hour. Whereas like Astroneer, like I don't know what my deal is with this game. Like I can do whatever with that game. I can turn it on. I can put some process some research and let it run in the background while it does that. Right now, in Astroneer, I need to just play a little bit of that on stream so people can see it. I decided I want to see like how deep you can go, so I started a tunnel that's actually pretty steep. I'll do it this way. So it's like this, and I've just started digging. And I originally did it wide enough and tall enough for vehicles, and I realized that was dumb. So I've narrowed it down a couple times. But I've got tethers running, so I'm just trying to see how close I can get now. And if you look at the brick too, so the point is that I'm going from like here this way. So it's the long way to cut across the layer of Earth, right? So I don't know, this way. So if I went straight down, it would be a lot better way to see that. Unfortunately, there's not a way at this time to do that, but there are mechanics in the game that set up so you could have a truck with a crane and a drill on it, which I just experimented with today, and that's neat and all, and that helps you get down and whatever, but it doesn't keep going. So I'm wondering if like you can put a winch on it, and then the winch, and then attach the drill head to the winch, and then put that on the crane, or connect them up like that, and then you could have one that just goes down. I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can do that or not. So those are my two experiments going on right there. I've pretty much researched out everything. I've got a large spaceship with a 3-seat enclosed capture thing, and I've got a large storage on there that's got I think it's 8 resin, 8 compound, 8 copper, 8 aluminum. So I can pretty much take that wherever I go, start a new base, and build whatever I need to. The problem is that I really didn't realize how big the planet was until I went to space. And then I'm looking at, I visited the moon, which is barren. There's literally like nothing there. So I'm wondering if I just go and like fuck it up, essentially. And then, what was it? I'm looking at the other planets that are nearby so I can try to go to them. But like the orbit was off, so I'd have to just wait until like they lined up a little bit closer to go to another planet. So I think that's going to be the goal. I think I'm going to start No Man's Skying this as soon as I'm done playing with the tools and the digging in the or the planet that I'm on. Because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens when I do that. I really am. So okay, so that was Hellgirls. That was Astroneer. Oh, Super Dungeon Tactics. I gotta talk about this stuff too. So I ordered a bunch of Super Dungeon 4 stuff that I realized I was missing, that I'm not current on, and there was some confusion about the Dragon Peaks, and I had to talk to the info at Soda Pop Miniatures or whatever to try to get that confirmed that they're not going to be the same thing. And I'm willing to bet, even though they confirmed it, and I have it in writing that they're not the same product, that there's going to be some overlap. I'm almost positive at this point. So regardless, that stuff's coming in. The only reason I didn't film it already this weekend for unboxings was that the tile set didn't come in right away. And that's because I messed up. I thought I had put it in with the Soda Pop Miniatures order, because that's the only place I could get the Takoshi University crossover bundle with all the heroes in it. But I didn't, so I had to order it from Amazon, and I ordered from some place that didn't fucking ship it right. So it's still coming from West Virginia. Hopefully it's here tomorrow, and I can just do it tomorrow evening. Because I only think... Do I have time tomorrow? Oh, what's this calendar say? Because we have the WeMar Movie Club at 7. Yeah, and then there's a big block, so I might be able to do it then. Between 8 and 10. Yeah, I should be able to do it in a couple hours. It's kind of be a bitch to do that on a crunch. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Man, so the fuck was I saying? Yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff sitting over there ready to go. I was thinking about breaking into it to pull the cards and get those scanned and get the tabletop simulator stuff updated, but I'll wait. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be like less than 20 cards to add in all together. Once it's all here, I'll just wait, get it all in, get it done at once, so I don't have to update the thing twice. And I really would have appreciated being able to do that on the weekend, but I'll get it done during the week. It's not a big deal. Worst case, I'll do it on Wednesday when I have nothing going on in particular, and then I can process it through the weekend. Got to do this bad summary stuff too, because it's nice enough to do the bad summary stuff in Minecraft ahead of time, but I've got to make time for it. There's other problems with that channel right now. So I'm just looking at that for learning. I want to play with it. I got to get in. I got to start doing Super Dungeon Night. And so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do it on Saturdays, or I'll do it on Wednesdays. Maybe that's a good Wednesday show to do Super Dungeon Night. And I'll just do like a huge one, and I'll do it as a continual series. And being that it's in Tabletop Simulator, I don't have to clean it up. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably do like a 10-man thing, and just see how that works, because it may be overpowering to do it that way. What may have to happen is that if I'm doing more than... Ooh. That's a good point. So 5 is supposed to be normally. So if I'm doing twice that... Oh, they do 6, right? I'll have to look. I'll have to see what the numbers are. And if I'm doing more, or twice or more, I'll just double the number of spawn points on a tile. That could be really interesting. Ooh. I'm super into this now. Man, other things too. I was looking at like how I'm storing the cards and stuff, because I was getting ready to make sure I had room to do whatever. And like the physical stuff, because I've got a white box, so it takes a little bit less space. Those fucking tokens are a nightmare. I've got to figure out a way. Right this second, I'm really thinking like I'm just gonna find like a little tin or something, and I'm just gonna shove all the tokens in there, and there's just gonna be one thing of tokens that you look through, and that's it. Because the bags themselves are just taking up too much space. It's bothering me. But I found like these little penny and quarter plastic rolls. Like, you know, you paper roll them up to turn them in the bank. You can do plastic ones, and those would actually work really well. But I think that's going to take up as much, if not more, space. Even though it would be less vertical space, because you can stack and put them in efficiently. So I think right now I'm just going to one bag everything, see how that goes, and if I get really fed up, I'll do it. But I'd rather play on Tabletop Simulator at this point. So I think that's what I'm going to do. After I get this stuff loaded in, I'm going to start playing with doing that online. Even if I start doing... Because I'm either going to do Super Dungeon Night like I'm talking about there. The fuck? Or I'm going to start doing Super Dungeon Adventure and just playing through it live. And I think that might be fun too. I got to finish my Magic Jack card first. But it'll be fine. I've got my own mini boss that's kind of based off the Jack the Scarecrow guy. But I may have to modify him too. I got to figure it out. That may be what I do after this. I'm tired. I'm still sleepy. I'm still tired, which is not a good sign. But I want to talk about a couple news items. Oh no. Sorry. My point in bringing that up was that like I'd gotten Super Dungeon Tactics for Steam as one of the items. If you buy the Iron Golem mini boss, he comes with a free Steam key unless you bought him used. And mine worked, so I didn't have any problems. So I played through the original, because I played the alpha way back when. I think I have a video of that somewhere on the channel. It was pretty dog shit garbage. But it was an alpha, and it was an alpha how it was meant to be. It was a working copy. It was a play test of if the software works or not type of thing. They were sharing their in-house alpha. That's what an alpha is. I don't give a fuck what you fucking developers are doing these days. An alpha is testing that doesn't leave the team. Now, if you share it with people, great, fine, whatever. Like, hey, we got this thing, it's kind of fun, play with it. Have fun, don't bitch at us. Because you have no right to bitch about an alpha. Because it's not released. It's someone shared that with you, you're in bonus time. As soon as you expect any type of feedback, or it's released on a public market, that's a beta. And then people are complaining to you, you're expected to fix stuff it's been officially released like that. Now you could argue that their alpha was technically distributed because it was included with the Boo Booty USB, but they gave you a product. You bought the thing, it came with the alpha. It's the legal distinction. But past that, you should go ahead and move into release. And then if you were doing version updates, you were doing version updates. And good luck to you, because we've gotten really mean as a society about games. We expect a lot for very little. And the reality is that, like, other than porn, which you can find for free most of the time, okay, let's say free porn, you get the most hours per dollar out of entertainment from gaming. It's just a fact of it, and it's interactive. It's interactive, so you get that additional difference, because there's not a lot of things that are interactive entertainment like that. But we expected to do all these things. All I expected is to work as it's designed and be designed somewhat well. I don't expect to be able to get free loot out of it. I don't want loot if I can avoid it. And it's just, oh my god, it's just a difficult industry, because especially on the AAA side, because they've got to work so hard, and sometimes they get strung into doing things that are just dumb that nobody wants. And I don't get it. I don't understand this industry sometimes. I don't understand the AAA industry, at least. It's like, well, the feet aren't polyamorous enough, or polygonic enough, whatever the term is. Not enough polygons in them piggies. It's like, dude, go play Skyrim. They've got mods for that. But a couple big things are happening in the news, and for the love of God, I've been hearing about this forever. I've talked about it before. Paladins has a Battlegrounds mode somehow. Like, I'm looking at my downloaded version. I'm going to their website. I cannot figure out how to access this fucking thing at all. Like, I've been Googling, looking it up. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong about this. It's ridiculous. And maybe I need to find the right YouTube videos of people sharing stuff they're not supposed to. They only announced it on January 4th. And I keep seeing like things like from Kotaku where they shamelessly added the mode. And then reviewers are saying we play Battlegrounds, or Paladins Battleground, but I can't do it. And I don't understand how so many people have opinions when I can't get at it. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm Googling the wrong things. Maybe I need to go to the dark web and find a copy there. I don't know. It's been a thing lately. And then I go to the Paladins Battleground FAQ, and it's literally just garbage. It's garbage. It's not that I don't like it. It's that it's computer characters. It's nulls and the little triangle with or the diamond with the question mark in it. It's so funny. This whole thing. It's like I've been blacklisted from Paladins Battleground. I don't know. I find it funny. So I'm gonna keep looking for that. That's gonna be on my homework list. I'll talk to you more about it next week. The other thing that came to the news is that finally Microsoft has gotten on board and done Game Pass, very similar to how PlayStation has done PlayStation Now, and EA Origins has done Origin Access. I think it's 14-day trial. You can do it by month. It is. I just saw the price. I think it was $9.99. It's $9.99 a month. I think it said you still need Xbox. No, you need Xbox Live for at least one of the titles. No, don't just give it to me. Don't just charge things. $9.99 plus applicable taxes every month. Okay, so at least that got me the price. And I'd go ahead and jump on this, but it's only for Xbox One and Xbox 360 games on Xbox One. So you have to have an Xbox One. You have to... Where's it at? Oh, it does give discounts for games you want to buy, though, for 20% for... up to 20% for games for the Xbox One, and 10% for add-ons. They have this whole paragraph for things. Xbox Live Gold to play Sea of Thieves, which is sold separately. Sea of Thieves State of Decay, and Crackdown 3 coming 2018. So I don't know, like, even if I had an Xbox One... Now, if I had an Xbox One, I'd probably jump on this. Because... yeah. But I don't. What I want for them to do is like PlayStation Now. I think that's the right thing. Where I can pay X amount and play them on my computer through like a virtual emulator or whatnot. And I think, if I remember right, it plays through a browser. I really need to do that. There's a free 7-day trial on that. Oh, apparently my friend's kids are playing Gang Beasts together on the PlayStation. It's funny. But I can know that is hilarious. So, stream hundreds of games on demand. I could watch a video. I'm not going to. And that makes sense to me. It's like that breaches the gap between PlayStation and PC. And that's only $9.99 a month as well. That I might get. EA Origins, I'm definitely interested in that. I just need to look at like what my schedule is for gaming and then make the most out of it. Because probably what I'll do when I finally do it is I'll just pay the $30 for EA Origin for the year or whatever it is. Because I think it's $5 a month for that, and I'll just have it for a year, and then that'll let me get through everything. But this is interesting that Microsoft is doing this. Plus, they had the Xbox Play Anywhere stuff. But right now, the only thing that like interests me with that is Recore, which I have, because I was hoping that would be a thing that they continue doing for new games, is being able to play anywhere. But I think it's a lot of work on the developer side with very little return value. Oh, and if you go to the Microsoft Store, apparently, like, they have, like, at least through the web browser. I opened up the app. Oh, no, it has on the app, too. I don't know why I didn't see that before. It has which ones are available with Game Pass, or free with Game Pass. So Gears of War 4 is there, which is a $40 game on the Microsoft Store. Halo Wars, I'm just looking, because I was trying to find ones that were Play Anywhere. It looks like Forza Motorsport might be a Play Anywhere. Recore is not marked as... It's marked as PC and Xbox. Or Xbox One. Guess that's... Fuck, I don't know. I'm tired of this store. Tired of it! Fuck you, Microsoft. You've been bothering me lately. But this definitely makes me reinterested in on the PlayStation Now stuff. So I really gotta... I gotta clear some of these games off my desktop. Because I bought a bunch of little games on sale through Humble Bundle Monthly. I got some stuff. I've been picking up free games here and there, which I haven't been able to find them so much since the holidays ended, which was interesting. So I've really got to go back and look at that, see if I can find more free Steam games or through Good Old Games, because they really do give away games almost all the time, and they're decent games a lot of the time too. And then there's some older games they throw in there, and those usually stay free. Machinarium, Savage Empire, I don't know. So I'll have to look into that later on my time. I keep giving myself homework. Let's see. Oh, the Tumblr. The Tumblr's been a little active this past week. I think as I wrap up on a couple things, be fine. I need to get back and play a couple rounds of Roguelite and Super Turbo Demon Busters. I probably could do a review for Roguelite at this point. I'm gonna get a little bit farther with it before I do. Of course, Fire Warrior and Mr. Shifty are on their way as I finish those up. I was really hoping to push through one of those too, at least in this next week. I'll probably get back to Child Light eventually. Those are the things on my main playlist. I need to start incorporating Record too. So maybe once I get rid of Fire Warrior, that'll be my new shooter. I'll put Record in there. And again, I've got some good stuff in the wings. I kind of want to start doing Super Dungeon Tactics, and I want to start playing Closers, because that was a really interesting game that I got for free through Amazon Twitch Prime, and I really kind of want to play it. It's kind of a Streets of Rage, Double Dragon-y, like, brawler type game, but it's got some interesting things. You've got some different character classes, so like I've got like a wizard character that I'm using that I find pretty interesting. The point is I just gotta kind of roll with it. Monstermon Peace. I need to get back to playing that. I missed that one. I think Hellgirls is kind of taking that place for the moment, but I'll get around to them. I'll get around to it. All these fun puzzle games. I like having games that I'm looking forward to, even if they're just sitting on a list on my computer. Like I took off a lot of the bigger games, a lot of the AAAs, and like I don't miss them. I think Watch Dogs and Sleeping Dogs. A couple other bigger ones. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm saying that like I'm not looking forward to them. I'm not excited about them. Either they didn't feel good when I played them, or they're just conceptually not invigorating to me. When a lot of these other things are. But eventually, I'll chew through some of this list. I'll do it. I'm damned and determined. Or at least damned. So gotta look into Paladins, gotta look into free games and stuff so that I can talk about that next time. Because they're out there. They're everywhere and anywhere. The last thing I wanted to talk about was, oh yeah, Minecraft. I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft. And so I wanted to take a quick tour or whatnot. If we do this, yep. Because one of the fam, stupid word. Oh, that's the wrong way. From the Weirdlands community. This is my little outpost, and it's 0-0. I'm missing some farm space there. I should probably fix that. I'll do that later, though. Do I have hose? I do have hose. In fact, let's just do it real quick. But they have, I don't want to speculate gender, have spent quite a bit of time here building a couple things, and I really appreciate it. I love having people on the server. It's part of the reason why I have it available. And I really enjoy what they've been doing with it and how enthusiastic they are, even if it's just vanilla Minecraft. I really wish I could find an easy way to get more people on board, especially with that community, because there are some interesting folk in there that I think would do some things. But like, this is kind of a long walk to 0-0. So originally, like, I just kind of had this cave that's ahead of us. And that's where I was digging. I dug out a lot of stuff. That's a bunch of spiders. What the fuck? Oh, mean spiders. Mean spiders. Oh, why are they swimming? Can they not? Oh, they can. Okay. Oh, do you see that lightning in the background? That was, oh, fuck! They hit my bridge! I'm lucky the wood didn't burn away. I like how I designed this. The one spider got stuck underneath the fence. Fuck you. Oh, shitty spider head. Okay, the point of this was not... I could probably just put on my admin mode. It'd be fine, but I like mercying into the world. Normal folk. So, yeah, so my point is that... Like, I just kind of had this one thing. And since... I'm not going to go all the way down here. I just wanted to go far enough to show... Crap. Because that was the thing. And then she had gone a little bit... Or he, whatever, had gone a little bit farther. And I had added... Oh, did they close it up? I don't remember all that being there. I had added a walkway over to their tunnels. Oh, here it is. See, and they're much better. They use signs. I'm so proud of this. Wait, what is this? Oh, apparently that's a building of some kind. Or it's blocked off with cobble. So you can see like how much work they put into this. 1, 2, 3 high, like you're supposed to do. Got signage everywhere. This is awesome. Even a little painting. I get there's a compass on it, but so if you noticed, when we come across the bridge, there's the woods here that we made. This is kind of our arbor, and here's the little farmhouse. So I don't know. They made this this little house here, and they had originally like gone down and made like an exit, and so I built off that exit. Oh, great zombie. To make a little farmhouse so that I could get to my farm a little bit easier, because I had started this over here before they had started building anything. And so now I expanded this. I added a door on this side so it's a little easier to get to from the woods, so we can help maintain that stuff a little bit better. I'm not sure where the zombie went. Oh, he's right here. Bleed out, zombie. Did your zombies bleed out? Oh, what up, spider? You want some? You want some? Oh, get some. Get some. Should probably be wearing armor. In the reality of things. And there's a little village over there. I want to wall that in and protect it, because the villagers will respawn. We're fighting a lot more than I want to be. Ooh, what's this? That's so cute. What is it? How's it burning, though? Is it netherrack? Did she really? Oh, they did. They went and got netherrack, and so it always burns. We got bamboo growing, a lot of wheat there. I'm gonna end up expanding this a little bit more. This looks new. Water source here. There's water over there. Why is this a water source? On-off switch for what? Infinite cobblestone machine maintenance. I didn't know they do redstone. That's cool. This is new. I'm exploring this for the first time. This is good. Cobblestone here. Use on-off switch. So if you go around and you hit the switch... this is my fault too, because I was complaining about needing cobblestone. So there's water, and that's what the water source is. Water and lava being mixed together, and then the runoffs make cobblestone, and then you can get it where there's a little switch pushing it out. So if I were to dig in there, eventually you'd see like a little piston that's pushing the cobblestone out. I think I am going to go to the other game mode. What do you mean I'm in charge here? I am the one who made the world. one of the servers is not happy. The hell's a Neo event loop? Yep. Really? See? Proof I can do whatever I want. So that's her little station thing. Oh, source here. So we've got our arbor, our tiny farm, the farmhouse, that village over there. So this has been T-Max Gardens. Oh, started on pumpkins. So I think it's carrots and beets over there. Oh, that's beets. This is just carrots and wheat and pumpkins. And as they find need for them, they make things. So there's a housing for cows. Their poor dog. T-Mac was here, so I guess that's T-Mac's house. Sheep and chickens. I never actually came over here and looked at this. Oh, they even made like a little road. Look at that. Not done it with it yet. That's fun though. What's this place? Oh, okay. So that's the portal. So definitely have been to the Nether. So much time here. And so I don't know what. I guess it's a storehouse eventually, but this is T-Mac's house. This is what I consider T-Mac's house, anyways. So the only thing that I can think of that's really gonna be nearly as impressive as some of the stuff that T-Mac has done is if I make a villager machine. And I've only ever done it in creative mode. A little space to do enchanting. Still don't think they need an express elevator here where you can just jump down essentially. You have water to catch you. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can do that's gonna even be on the same scale as the time they're putting in. So what I might be able to do, and this is a waterside town, so I don't know. Oh, and look, T-Mac beat me to it. She walled it in. You don't need big walls in vanilla. I was thinking big walls. And you can't really do it over water, but you can take a village and you can kind of reform it and make new houses and everything, and you can get new villagers to spawn and then push them into a hole and essentially mash them up using a machine of some kind. And then you can have funnels and chests under there to catch them, and then that's a good way to get infinite gold and iron and whatnot from the villagers, because they'll drop stuff like that. Oh, there's a little dock. So this is cool. I wish I had a mini map of some kind. Wow, I almost got hit by lightning there. And you can probably hear all the noise the game is making. Okay, so I didn't realize that. Oh man, so I've probably been trying to talk over rain and stuff this entire time. So before I make any more of an ass of myself, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Where are we at? Play spot. So we'll go back to this. Thank you for watching. Until you see me next time, I am Kamurai, and that's game over. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels. Thanks for watching.